There's nothing that makes a speech teacher happier than seeing fabulous speeches. Now, COM 1006, sections 25 and 20, I have to tell you, and this is not an exaggeration, I have been bragging about you all in a few teachers' meetings. Been super impressed with just seeing your organization, your visual aids, the items you chose. I've seen some really great introductions and conclusions, and by far, and this is the truth, you have produced the best set of speech one that I have ever had in a class. So just know that you are exceptional, and I'm just really thrilled to uh, just to be your instructor and to get to see what the next speech is going to look like, because first one was pretty darn good. I wanted to, let's see, go for a little bit, a few different things about this week, because the work is a little bit different this week. You will form small class support groups this week, and there is instructions on step-by-step how to do that in the weekly module 5. And everything's there, but I'm going to kind of just reiterate here to give you a preview. And essentially what you're going to do is you're going to go back into the first discussion board that you ever did, where I asked you about your schedule. And you're going to seek out 2 people. I'd like groups of 3. So you will seek out 2 people and form groups, essentially. You're looking for people with the same schedule or a near schedule or a workable schedule that you can meet with. For the rest of the semester, pretty much weekly, you'll be meeting for about 30 minutes on Zoom. You'll be scheduling that. And there's specific roles laid out in that document that I've posted for you. So to add some clarity and some clarity and some effectiveness to these meetings. I have always gotten really good feedback from students about their small group experience. If you can't find a group of 3, it's okay to be a group of 2, okay? And I just want you, after you form, you're going to need to email to reach out to the people that you want to be in a group with, email or in discussion board. And I know, I think one of these classes has a group chat going, so that may even help as well. So that's one thing we have different about this week. Another thing we have different about this week is normally I have you create a discussion response video where you talk about the highs of the week, the lows of the week, and how it applies to your daily life. You're not doing that this week. This week, you're kind of going on a video scavenger hunt, and I want you to find a video on YouTube. It can be, I was going to say 2 to 5 minutes, but if you find something as long as 10 minutes and you just love it, it's okay. So 2 to 10 minutes, the longest, a video where you can evaluate and describe the person's delivery. Now, you're going to want to make sure you read chapter 13 and do the skeletal notes first, because not only do I want you to apply kind of what you've learned about evaluating and the concepts in the class already, and I want you to put in your opinion and your perspective. But most importantly, I want you to bring in the concepts from chapter 13 on delivery and use that in your assessment and languaging of this delivery video. Let me see. I need to check one thing to make sure I am not missing another difference. Bear with me here. We do have skeletal notes. I am providing you with a new outline. I'm providing you with a new outline that I think will be possibly easier for you to use than the other one. I think the other one had languaging that was a little confusing, and this outline has like specific like descriptions in each section. So that is also in weekly module 5, and hopefully that helps you structure your speech 2, speech 3, and speech 4 with a little more ease. So this week we are assigning speech 2, which is a review speech. You'll review like your favorite restaurant or vacation or experience. All the description of that speech is in the discussion board for this week, the whole description. Remember that your speech descriptions are always at the end of the syllabus as well. If you forget where they are, they're always there. I have provided you with speech 2 review examples that other students did, just so you can have some, not because I want you to do what they did or be like they are, but just, I know it helps many of you to have something to start with to see. And other than that, I wanted to just bring up office hours really quick. I was never a student that went to office hours. I think I just handled everything on my own or within my little small group of student friends. And I think about, I was getting ready to apply for grad school actually, and I needed one more recommendation letter. And the teacher that I really admired the most, I had taken 5 classes with her, but for some reason I was apprehensive and I wasn't comfortable to go to her office hours. It just seemed like a huge deal. And I am so glad that I did. Not only did she end up writing me the best recommendation letter I've ever seen in my life, after I asked her in office hours, but it started to, we have a relationship today where I'm very comfortable asking her for help and questions. She mentors me now on my teaching, and I will never forget that relationship that I have with her, and like how it kind of formed and how I almost didn't. It was just about being uncomfortable going to office hours. And that relationship has helped me to be more open communicatively with other instructors now who, I'm just really grateful for that experience. So I share that with you to say, if you are uncomfortable coming to office hours, I completely understand. The students that have come to my office hours in the classes that I've taught have always been very happy that they did, because it really takes a burden off. You don't have to work as hard or come up with all the answers or ideas on your own. And sometimes the instructor just needs to clarify something they're not very clear about. It is so important for me to be clear about what I'm asking you to do, you all. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm a communications instructor and also a student doing master level research and work. And I surprise myself at times at how unclear I can be sometimes. So if there's anything that you are not sure about, please speak up. It will help me so much to know how to improve my communication. It'll also help me to help other students who are probably confused about the same thing. So I encourage you, come to my office hours. I'm here to support you. Your small groups, just kind of backtracking to that a little bit. I am really looking forward to seeing what these classes can produce for videos, your end products, because seeing where you're starting from at Speech 1, and then that compiled with anything I can offer you, in weekly discussion, board, or video, or from office hours, and then add where you're already at with my help, with the speaking center help, with your small group feedback and support. Oh my gosh. I think your mind is going to be surprised. I know I'm going to be surprised. I already am surprised. So I'm just super excited to see Speech 2. And I do hope that I get to spend some more time with some of you in office hours and at the Speaking Center. Have a great week.